Alright, so this is a 1991 Tama Grandstar. It is a combination, so that floor tom, the black one, is actually a Grandstar custom that I just picked up today. And picking it up today kind of inspired me to make this video because of my plans for this kit. But the serial number dates to 92. So, and you can tell it's a Grandstar custom by the badge. It is a metal, a full like piece of, I don't know what, probably steel that's just chrome plated rather than the regular Grandstar that is similar to like the Rockstar DX or Swing Star badge from the 80s. And yeah, I got this today for a very reasonable price. It was 300 bucks. It was in pieces. It was completely disassembled, and it was actually in that box. The previous seller had a guy who was lined up to buy it, and he kind of flaked on the deal. So I had the joy of taking steel wool. Let's see. This stuff, and scrubbing away at the hardware for about 8 hours. I got home from picking it up around 4, and I just got done, and it's midnight. Got it back together, and the hardware looks brand new. It's unbelievable how good of shape it's in. I mean, it looks practically brand new. It cleaned up really nicely. And so the regular Grandstar is a 1991 Tama Grandstar. And this kit was originally that really bright pink color. And the previous guy I bought this off of had it actually rewrapped by Precision Drum. And I believe the finish is called Tropical. It's a very cool finish. And this is actually lacquer on the black floor tom. I picked it up, I was like, that's a thin wrap. He was like, no, it's lacquer. And it totally is, because you can see that chip right there. It's the wood right underneath, if it'll focus. There it goes. It's the wood right underneath. So that is actually lacquer, which is really cool. So I won't need to strip it. And this kit came with a 10-inch too. And here's the shell. The shell is perfect condition. It has all the old glue residue on it. And I already started the process of taking the wrap off. Now you can see where I'm going with this. And another thing with this tom, the original thread that's inside, it's like there's a weird hexagon pattern underneath this, to where you can adjust it to have more threads or less. The threads on the original nut, the original screw, and the original long style arm, like that one, were totally ruined. So this is a newer style Tama, just wing nut and a regular cymbal thread. It does spin, but the way the angle is, it catches just enough to where it will tighten up, and so it works for now until I can find replacements on eBay or Reverb or whatever. But it works for now, and it's, it doesn't match it. That bothers me, but until I can find it, it's fine. But, and here's all the tom hardware, and this stuff's in pretty good shape. It's not bad. Some of them are worse, but all this stuff will have to get sanded eventually for powder coating. The badge is in good shape. Made in Japan, 1991. So my plan for this kit, I want to make a Lars Ulrich Black Album Tour Kit replica. I need 2 more drums to do it, but I am doing it a little differently. I'm a big fan of Chris Ruscio and his video series of his Tama replica kits. And I was also a kid who got failing grades in middle school, dreaming about that white Art Start 2 with the Grandstar hardware on it. Dreamed about that kit, went home every day, watched Metallica live at Moscow, 1991, Enter Sandman. I watched that video every single day for like a year on my mom's old HP box computer in 2007 or whatever. I'm dating myself now. Nonetheless, his videos have inspired me, so I am going to build, not perfect, but pretty damn close, the Black Album Tour Kit. I need 2 more drums, so this bass drum is not a 24, and I know he played 24s, but I personally am really short. I'm 5'6". I'm not particularly tall, and I've played 24s, and these toms are pushing it already, and that's not even a 14 or a 15 or a 16. That's a 13, and that's already pushing it, because your biggest tom dictates your height. So when I add my 14, because I am not going to do the traditional, I believe it's 12, 13, or is it 12, 13, 14, 16, or is it 13, 14, 15, 16? I don't know if they made a 15. I'm not sure. Nonetheless, I am doing 10, 12, 13, 14. That is a 16 by 16. That is a 16 by 16. I'm going to do the same size on the floor toms. Again, because if that drum was bigger, it'd have to be that much more far over to hit in the center, if you know what I'm saying. And that's already reaching for me. So my plan is to get a 14-inch rack tom and another 22 by 18 bass drum. That is my plan. And I know that's a Grandstar custom and that's a regular Grandstar. I'm not too worried about the shells not matching with the badges. I'm not worried about that. It's the same hardware. It's good enough for me. And yeah, I'm not looking forward to sanding all of this stuff. And because if I send it to get powder coated with, the floor tom, that one has a bunch of damage on a bunch of the lugs. And if you send it to get sandblasted, those dents are still going to be, in there. And then when they powder coat, it's only going to level it out so much. You're still going to have the high and low spots. So I am going to go through and sand everything before I send it to get powder coated. Well, sandblasted and then powder coated. So, yeah, that is my plan for this kit. And I'm really excited. But nonetheless, I just wanted to show you guys my drum set. I guess I'll explain what else I have. I have a bunch of different cymbal stands, bunch of different hardware, which I regret. I'm OCD, but I guess I wasn't about cymbal stands. So I have a DW 3000 hi-hat stand, beginner, intermediate level Pearl double bass pedals for now. Eventually I'm gonna have to sell off some hardware to get some Tama Iron Cobras. Be proper with that. And then I have basically all Sabian cymbals. Hi-hats are 14-inch accelerators. We got an 18-inch Legacy. We got an 18-inch AAX Explosion. I do clean the logos off most of my cymbals because, I don't do it right away. It just happens because I clean my cymbals a lot. I'm kind of picky about that. But 18-inch AAX Explosion, This is a 20-inch Chad Smith Holy China with the chili pepper logo actually printed on it, which was cool. It was a limited run. I was able to get one when I was younger because I'm a spoiled brat. 20-inch AAX Explosion Crash, which has been repaired. Still sounds great. 19-inch AAX Explosion Fast Crash. Thin cymbal, it broke. It's been somewhat repaired. I never dremeled it yet, and there's already another crack, so this will probably go bye-bye. And then a 19-inch AAX Explosion Crash. 21-inch AA Bash Ride. A little 8-inch Aero Splash. A little stack. This is a cut down 14-inch Fast Crash A Custom that I cut down to 10 inches with a pair of tin snips because I got bored one day. And then this is a cheap, like, Walmart drum set splash cymbal that I got bored and drilled holes in one day and sanded off the sprayed on brass finish. It's clearly steel, and I put a magnet to it. It's some sort of steel. This is a broken 10-inch AAX Splash, just Sabian Splash. And yeah, like I said, the hardware is a hodgepodge. This is a cheap PDP stand. This is a older Pearl stand from the 90s. If that'll focus. It won't focus. That's fine. This is a cheap sound percussion stand with 2 SPL clamps for the 2 splashes in the stack. This is a Tama, I think it's 6904 or something, heavy duty counterweight boom cymbal stand. That is my pride and joy. That is my favorite barn find, Facebook Marketplace find, whatever you call it. It's really hard to find these stands. Heavy duty, solid, they'll never freaking break. Made Japan, it has the Aichi Japan, I don't know if I'm saying that right, logo on it, but it does. This is a either 80s or 90s Tama stand. It's got the black sticker with the red stripe underneath the white Tama on it. This one I'm not sure on, the counterweight. It's got the black with yellow Tama, and it doesn't have the long thing, right? Like the long wing nut, like the Titans do. So I'm not sure what year that's from. This one I'm pretty sure is 90s or 80s. This is an 80s Tama, I know, because it has the red with the white. I told you I have a hodgepodge of different years of hardware. And I put the counterweight on this because it was on that Road Pro, which I'll get to. It's just a regular Tama detachable counterweight, spring loaded. You hear it just click in. Ding. So yeah, I'm thinking this is like early Road Pro, because this is the same as the Road Pro. This is a heavy duty cymbal stand, great for a ride. The boom arm is like, goes all the way down to here. It's a really long boom arm, so you can use it for a regular crash, china, or whatever, but I use it for my ride because it's the heaviest stand and it doesn't move. I put it on my scale. It's like 30 pounds or 20 pounds. It's heavy. So yeah. And then this is a cheap PDP straight stand for that. Heads, the bottom of all 4 toms are ebony Ambassador Remos. You can see I have the black pinstripes and the 12, 13, and the other deep 16. Deep 16. It's the lower tune 16. And that is a stock pinstripe. It's an older pinstripe. You can see by the logo. It says Weather King. You know those are old. And then Aquarian Super Kick 1. Love this bass drum head. Discovered this bass drum head in college. It was on the kit in the studio, and That drum kit was a Yamaha Oak something. It sounded amazing. And I was using the Remo Powerstroke Pro at the time, which had the foam ring. It was basically the Remo's EMAD. And it sounded like a basketball. Like it had that ping. It had like some sort of like ping to it. I don't know. But I've discovered this head in college and I've loved it ever since. And the snare is an Aquarian Studio X clear. I discovered this head because of Chris Adler from Lamb of God. He uses the coated one, but I like the coated one a lot, but I decided to try the clear one this go around, and I really like it. It's a little more less muffling, so it's good for the OCDP 13-inch by, I think it's a 13 by 3-inch piccolo. Nickel black hardware. It is a steel shell. It is a firecracker. If you put a DB reader like 5 feet from it and hit a full blown rim shot like as hard as you can, it's about 140 decibels. It's loud. Really, really loud. And yeah, that's the drum set. It's my pride and joy. I'm very happy that I could find this. And I'm not going to talk about all the drums over there. Those are projects, stuff that I redo. I redo drums on the side. So it's fun, but I'm just, a year ago I couldn't fathom owning this drum set. And very lucky that I was able to find these for a very good price. And I'm very excited for this build series. I'm going to post some videos soon once I get things rolling on getting wraps figured out. And I have a lead on another bass drum, but the hardware is questionable. I don't think he has the hardware to it. I'm still waiting to hear. But I do have a lead on a 14-inch tom too, but I think it's a Grandstar with the single lugs, so I don't think that's gonna happen. But nonetheless, this was fun. Catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.